everybody. What was that? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing today? Welcome to the function. Today we're going to do so much, everybody. Hi, welcome to the show. I'm really excited because we're back with some more Oddballs and you watching at home. I have this amazing cast of kooky characters, all ready for fun and adventure. Last time we tried something really different and it was super great and I loved every minute of it, but this time I will not ever subject them to that for the foreseeable future. That was bizarre.
Don't lie, Jesse.
I would never make things weird for you. What have y'all been up to this past week? Are you ready to jump into this thing? How's it going?
I'm set.
Good?
I'm ready to. After last week, I mean, it can only get more weird, right?
Yes.
I've been working on my accents. I haven't been. That's a lie.
Wait, let's hear your needles. Let's hear the needles. Yeah. Let's hear your needles.
Let's hear that.
Just
needles.
Imagine. Hey guys, I can't even do it. I just try to channel Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo.
And
then but I'm not committing to it, so that's my problem. Never been an actress. No.
That's good.
Today we will test your acting chops once again.
Oh jeez.
Not by having you be Needles, by having you really get deep into who you are as a Samantha Page. Because last time, even though we had the story of Johnny and the Originals, there was something else going on in the background, and that, of course, is that Samantha and Fern are stuck in this parallel, alternate, weird time, vortexy world, and
they are.
Things have gone to hell ever since Clarence grabbed those two balls and destroyed everything, ? If you recall, they had gone there with Alistair and with his team of the other guy and the other lady, and the dude is like all cut up and he's messed up, and the last thing we saw was that this entire underground facility was covered in smoke and fire, and there was weird sirens, and then suddenly silence, just complete and total silence. And the plan that Sam and Fern had came up with was that they were going to try to gauze themselves with bandages, wrap themselves up like mummies, and go back in an attempt to avoid whatever mist or smoke or fog or whatever was going to come at them. And they found out they didn't have enough gauze, unfortunately. And so Sam and Julia, who is the woman there with Alistair, are all wrapped up. But Fern and Alistair are, in fact, not. You guys are just going in. Fern decided she was not going to be wrapped up. She didn't want it. So you guys are going in. You're going to figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Clarence and Eddie found themselves trapped alone with old Alistair in a world where the Originals just straight up vanished. If you recall, straight up vanished, poofed out of existence. Both those stories are going to be huge today, and I can't wait to jump on in and make sure that the world gets some answers, because this is one of those things where we really need this. So let's.
Sorry if you can hear that. That's my dog coughing.
Good night, everybody.
Poor baby.
I was like, what is that noise?
I was like, sounds like I can hear that.
You know that sounds
like a scooter starting up, like
right.
You know that. You know when mechanics in the car place are like putting the lug nuts on a tire,
yes,
it's like that's what it sounded like. Yeah,
that was so funny. That was incredible.
That's great, dude.
My life now. There's a lot of dog coughing in my life.
So let's hope that dog is still around for the rest of it, because he's gonna make other noises that are like, whoa, whoa. All right. So we're gonna start this episode with Fern and Samantha, who are sort of making their way back into this facility through the smoke and fog, and these flames are sort of shooting out the sides of passageways. Everything's deteriorating. The building's slightly crumbling. There's definitely something wrong. But as I mentioned, there's no noise. Like, you can't hear anything. And it's very bizarre. You don't really know what to expect. Alistair's with you. Julia's with you as well. And the four of you are sort of moving back into the facility that everyone else is evacuating. What is your plan? What are you attempting to do and discover by doing this? Because I don't know that your last time you had this discussion, your options were, and I quote, either we go back in and find out what's going on, or we stay here forever. And so those are your two options. So what are you trying to achieve? Like, what is the objective here?
I kind of want to go back.
Yeah.
To when
I think we
Hot
had-
Topic exists.
Didn't we want to go back towards the explosion or no?
That was that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah. I thought that was our initial, like, we should go back and make sure Alistair's okay. And then everything fell apart after that.
Yeah, Alistair, you found
Oh.
Alistair and the group of you are together, and you were like, okay, I guess we want to go back in to see what is happening, because it was very bizarre to you. But I mean, you could also run too and get out. But you, again, with everyone else, would kind of be like, here in the 60s version of this world? I don't know.
We're going to have to go back through the portal.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So is it still quiet? Because I remember
Still terribly quiet. Yes, there's
It's really
smoke
quiet.
everywhere. It is almost blinding. Sam and Julia have gauze wrapped around their mouth. But you and Alistair are sort of just covering your faces because you are just trying to protect yourself from inhaling whatever this smoke is. But all of it, even though side tunnels and stuff appear to be in flames or crumbling, all of the smoke is coming from one specific area straight ahead in the main room. The main room, you remember, being the room that had the giant gateway in it, where they were moving in crates of things back and forth. And so there's a ton of stuff there that could possibly be just catching on fire. You don't know.
I guess we have to go towards the smoke
yeah.
and try to get out of that. Go to the portal. Okay, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Okay, we'll be fine. I can see everything. I don't know about you though. I can just go like underneath the smoke,
Okay. So
and
you're gonna go-
and it won't touch me that way.
okay, that's a good plan.
Okay,
'Cause we learned that in school. Remember, you're supposed to like get low and then crawl so you can avoid the smoke.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I think that Alistair should go first.
Yeah,
'Cause he's old.
that's a good idea. Well, he's the grown up, so
Yes, exactly.
off
And
you
then
go.
Julia can go last, and we'll be in the middle.
Mhm.
All right. So I need the two of you to roll for me a body move or a body sneak, depending on what you're more comfortable with, to see if you can make it through this without being overwhelmed by smoke.
There's no way.
Yeah, all right. So, I mean, I'm going to just allow Fern's role to exist throughout space and time. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, as you make your way through in the most movie fashion, sure, it's like, but you're coughing. Normally, in reality, this would kill any human being that ever attempted to do this. Don't run back into fires, kids. But for you, for some damn reason, you're just like braving your way through it. Alistair is sort of like just keeping his head down, and Julia and Sam are in the back, covered up, but very clear and not, even though they're being hit by the smoke, they're all bandaged, so it's very clear it's not affecting them at all. You make it to the main room after going for what seems like a little too long, but you've been going very, very slow trying to make your way back through. You make it back to the main room, and it is completely empty, devoid of human life. However, there are like animals barking in cages. There are pallets that are on fire. There are all these things that should be making noise are not making noise at all.
We gotta save the animals.
First of all, we got to get these we got to get these
We
animals.
gotta get them out of here.
Yeah. I'm gonna start just opening cages.
Yeah, or like looking for keys or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. They're not actually locked. They just have the latches.
Okay.
You can start opening them all you want.
Yeah.
there are a wide variety of animals. You notice there are what appear to be dogs, a few cats, a few birds, some weird sort of like armadillo-looking creatures, all sorts of different things.
Cute.
But you can, yeah, you can let them out if you want to. Is that what you plan to do?
We free all the animals.
Yes, and I take the armadillo as my friend.
Sure. Yeah. You free all the animals, and as you do, they all begin to run, not out of the building, but in fact, further in to the area where the portals were.
They
They're
must
smart.
know
Animals,
something.
Yeah, animals
They
know.
must know.
Yeah.
They do know. They know when to run from danger. Their instinct is telling them to go that way, so I think we should follow them.
Yes, let's follow them. And also,
Yeah.
this is Stanley, my armadillo.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Stanley.
Oh, he's the best. He's so smart.
He looks
Yeah,
real
one of the
smart.
things- One of the things you notice during your communication with each other is that the two of you can hear each other just fine.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the rest of this area, no sound, not one. The dogs barking, the animals skittering away, the pallets burning. You don't even hear the crackle of fire. Something is very, very wrong. But you easily detect it. Like something's amiss.
Huh.
Can I do?
Does Stanley make any
comprehensive
noise?
check? Stanley doesn't make any noise at all. He's a very quiet pet.
Like
He'd
at
be a very
all?
good
I don't
pet.
know what I don't know what they sound like. So
Yeah. There's like no sound at all. I feel like we should be hearing more.
yeah, like birds or
Screaming.
something. Because I mean, I let out a couple parrots and they didn't say nothing.
Maybe
Normally
we should wrap
parrots
up
talk a
our
whole lot.
Maybe it's the machines. Remember those machines? Maybe we
Yeah,
have
maybe
to turn those off.
Dog or something.
Or we have to
you
cover
know?
cover our ears.
Do we have to cover our ears?
I don't know. To keep the fog out of them.
Hey, Alistair, can you hear me?
Yeah, he looks over at you and his head's down and he's like, yeah, I can hear you. Come on, let's get out of here.
But isn't it weird that we can't hear anything else?
I'm not really worried about that right now. There's smoke everywhere. This is really a bad situation, ladies.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Julia, his
I
sidekick,
know.
agrees and is like,
Can I do a
Okay.
comprehension check to see if I can figure
sure,
anything
yeah,
out?
absolutely.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did it come through? Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you determine that the reason why you can't hear any sound right now is because sound is waves, and the waves like sort of reflect off of stuff, and something is clearly sucking in all the sound waves. And it's something, is making it so that you can hear each other because you are for some reason special.
Wow, I'm super smart.
That's one of your
Yeah.
that's one of your traits. You are very smart.
Something is sucking in all the sound waves, but not our sound waves. It's like sucking them in and absorbing them. I don't know what that means. We should probably keep moving.
Okay. Wow. You mean like the portal sucking in the sound waves?
Oh, I bet it's the portal. You are so smart.
Maybe.
Okay.
I am so smart.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go
Okay.
walk through this portal.
Okay.
It's gonna be easy.
Okay.
Deep breath.
Just make
Let's go.
sure Stanley's okay, and because you don't want to lose him.
No.
That would be real sad. I'd feel
We'll be
bad
real
for
sad.
you.
I
Yeah.
know. He and I have kind of bonded already. Okay. So we're gonna
Okay.
keep going
All right.
down this hallway. Follow the animals.
Yep.
So the group of you move into the next room, and it's sort of the antechamber for this big portal room that you were in. And in this room, pallets of tissue paper and wood are just smoldering. It's very clear that a fire washed through here very quickly, and what's left is just the embers of what was there. But it's not completely destroyed. It's like maybe the top couple layers are burnt, and then everything else is slowly, sort of, very slowly burning away. All the hallways that are connected, you see sirens. You see like the red flashing, twirling lights, but unfortunately, you don't hear like you don't hear anything. But you feel a rumbling as you get closer to this room that the portal is in. And under your feet, the closer you get, the more you feel the vibrations shaking the ground.
Oh no. Yeah, so what does that mean? I mean, I can feel it. Do you think something's going to happen? Well, we can't hear it because we can't hear it.
Oh, it's probably really loud.
Yeah.
And maybe the whole place is going to blow, so we should probably keep moving.
Okay.
We'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Can't turn back
As
now.
you open the door to this huge room where the portal was in, a bright white light fills the current room that you're in. For a brief second, you're blinded, but when you have your vision back, you see that it isn't just one portal in this room, but a swirling vortex of 5, 6, 7 portals sort of amalgamating together, moving in and out, portals within portals. You see periods of time on the other side that appear to be all over the place. There is a time period that looks very similar to the 60s one that you saw, where people are just working, doing their thing. You see a time period where it's just dirt wall. You see a time period where there's another type of facility there that appears to have scientists that are wearing things that you've never seen before, like suits that almost seem like you would see on a sci-fi show. You see all sorts of these weird vortexes happening, and as they crash into each other, things begin to shake in the room. There are multiple like alarms, triggers, and warnings in this room. Screens are like flashing, error. There are the animals that ran to this room are sort of running around the portals. Some are jumping in and then coming back out other portals, and they appear to be like a little changed, like something's a little wrong. One of the dogs jumps in, and when he comes back out, his fur is a little less furry and a little more spiky. Your armadillo begins to jostle in your hands. Will you roll for me and see if you can will you roll for me a body, force, move, or sneak, and let's see if you can control what happens.
Either of those. Oh, Stanley, we were friends for such a short time.
You can re-roll one.
I'm gonna re-roll. No, because I only have one.
Okay.
So I could re-roll all day. It's not gonna help.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, Stanley
jumps out of your hands and begins to run as fast as an armadillo thing can run right into a portal. Poof, gone. Within seconds, appears from another one, but is less armadillo-y and more, its like claws are a little sharper and a little more defined. And its face, I don't know, do armadillo have teeth? Because this thing does now. And as
I still
you
love
watch, as you watch, the animals are losing their minds. Like something's wrong. Something with their like something in their head is going crazy. Something that you don't hear. Perhaps there's a sound or frequency that is too high for humans to hear. But you are watching these animals go nuts. And the portals are clashing against the walls. And as one portal hits a wall, sort of sucks in part of the room, and dirt and rubble from above starts to collapse down onto it. What do you do?
Okay, so I have a plan. I'm going to go to the computer console, and I'm going to try to figure out how to get them out of error state if I can. And your job is to go and get Stanley.
Okay. Would you? Okay, well, that's the one with the teeth, right?
Stanley, yeah.
Well, he don't look like Stanley.
Well,
You look more like a legadillo than an armadillo. He's got big claws now. He's scary. But I can go get him. All right, Stanley. Come on. Let's go home. And Fern walks towards Stanley.
Yeah, as you do, you begin to approach Stanley, and Stanley sort of like gives you a look and then like bares its teeth at you.
Stanley.
Oh, dang. Okay. Now that's not how we play here in the 60s, buddy. So listen, I got a muzzle that'll fit you. Used to be on my hamster, but I can make sure it fits you.
Yeah, it kind of like looks at you and slowly backs up and then gets sucked back up into a portal. It's like from behind and vanishes. And as you look into the portal, another portal sort of like washes over that one. And you hear a dog bark that you recognize.
Oh my God. Jesse? Jezebel?
The barking gets louder.
Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. It's your Fernie. Come on. Come on, Jesse.
As the portal comes into view, you see Jezebel on the other side barking in a cage, looking directly at you.
Who caged you? I'm coming. Mama's coming. She goes through the portal.
Oh, will you roll for
Sam,
me?
I'm real sorry. Stanley got sucked up into a space blender, but I gotta go get my dog. I'll be right back.
Will you roll for me a body move, please? Yeah, you jump right into the portal, and as you do, another portal comes out, like swallows that portal. Samantha, you are now left with Alistair and Julia in this room. Fern has literally just jumped into a portal into the beyond to get her dog. What do you do?
I'm following Fern.
Fern's portal has just been swallowed by another portal.
I'll go into that portal.
All right. Yeah.
following
will you roll for me a body move?
No, because I'm gonna get a 0.
I mean, that attitude.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, you go to jump in after Fern, and Alistair grabs your arm and is like, "Are you crazy?" And Julia like sort of holds you back as well. She's like, "You don't want to do this." The room around you.
Dude, don't tell me what to do.
The room around you is crumbling. It is like falling apart.
We have to get Fern. So you guys need to fix this. Go to the computers and fix this because you're supposed to be the grown-ups, and then I'm gonna try to get Fern, okay? Go.
We can't fix this. Look at what's happening. The computers begin to just shut off. All the computers just shut down.
I can't leave Fern. I'm gonna try to go into like just any portal.
All right, sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep rolling and I'm gonna keep failing.
Go for it.
Okay. Fern, don't leave me.
This is the craziest. Wait, hold on. Well, there was a 1. Is that your first roll?
I hit it twice, yeah, because it wasn't coming up.
I'll take the first one. Yeah, you run, you like push away Alistair and Julia and run straight into the first portal that you see. And when you go through, you find yourself in a dirt room, a room just all dirty. It looks like as if it's the same room you were just in, but completely collapsed. And there are several portals behind you, but there's nothing in this room.
Okay, I'm gonna go back through one of the different portals.
Yeah, you jump back through, and now you find yourself standing in a lab where a bunch of scientists turn around and look at you. And then they see there are like 15 portals active, and they like start to panic and look around like they hadn't even noticed it was going on. Or maybe you brought it to them, and you're one of the reasons why suddenly there are 15 portals there now. But they begin to panic, and then like start pressing buttons, and sirens start going off. And a few guys like approach you like, "Stay calm, miss. Stay calm." What do you do?
Hey, I'm calm. What year is it? Have you seen a little girl?
All of them are just like, she has the
what
all important
year
question.
Is it? Have you seen a little girl?
Only little girl here is you, ma'am. Please calm down. They start to approach you.
What year is it?
They don't even answer you. They just start you can like investigate to find out. You can
and then I go back in the portal.
All right, yeah. You sort of like and then jump back in and now you pop back out and you find yourself face first on the ground. And as you look up, you see these robotic claws sort of moving cylinders. And you see a few scientists who are wearing outfits you do not recognize. You've never seen anything like this before. You imagine Clarence would recognize them as something sci-fi-y. But there's also sort of agents with shades standing around at the doors that look sort of like bodyguards of a crappy club. And the floors are polished white marble. They aren't the pattern you're used to. It almost seems like this is either a different place or a far off future time.
Hey, have you seen a little girl? You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave. So I'm gonna jump back.
Yeah, as you turn around and jump back, you hear the scientists speak to you in a language that you do not recognize. It's not English. Whatever they're saying to you, it's not English.
Cool.
You just jump back through? Yeah. You just jump back through. Suddenly, you find yourself in a room that is pitch black. Completely black. You cannot see the floor. You cannot see the ceiling. You cannot see anything. You just see empty blackness. And the only light is the glowing light of the portals behind you. However, in this room, you see 2 red eyes.
Stanley? Is that you? Stanley, come here. Come here. I'm going to pull out my lighter slowly. Stanley.
Yeah? Do you light your lighter?
Not when you say it like that.
Just curious. You're holding a lighter? That seems awkward. You're not going to light it?
I will light it.
Yeah. You light the lighter. You are in what appears to be a tomb of some sort. And a tomb that you went to school. You recognize ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics when you see them. And in the middle of this tomb is a coffin of some sort of crypt-like thing. And sitting on it is a little tiny girl made of strange shadow with little red eyes staring at you.
Hi. Hi, Fern. Hey, do you understand what I'm saying?
She doesn't speak, but in your head you hear, hello.
Hi, Fern. I'm Samantha. Do you know me?
Of course I know you.
It's nice to see you.
Are you here to play with me?
Yeah.
Come
What do you
over
want to play?
here. Come over here and let's play.
What do you want to play?
Games.
Yeah, what kind of games?
I don't know.
No,
Fun
you took care.
games.
You've taken good care of us in the past. You've always helped us out. You've been very sweet.
Yeah, that's because I like you.
Yeah, I like you too.
So come on, let's play games.
What are you doing here?
I'm everywhere, Sam.
Yeah,
I'm always here with you. Yeah.
that's fun. How do you do that? Will you teach me?
Of course I can teach you.
Aw,
just come over here.
thanks. Why don't we play the Portal game together? Let's play
I
the
don't
Portal
like
game.
that game.
Oh,
That's
why
how I
not?
got here. That's
Well,
how
we
I
can
got
play-
here.
We'll play the Portal game and we'll get home.
I don't want to go back through any more portals.
Oh, why not? We'll go together. It'll be fun.
I don't think that's the fun I want to play, Sam.
Aw, why not?
I've got other ideas.
Yeah?
Come on over here and find out.
No, I'm scared to go over there. There's like a coffin over there. That's scary.
Why don't
No.
you get in?
No, it's not. It's not scary, Sam.
Yeah,
Come
it is.
on over
Well,
and find out.
I think it's scary, and you shouldn't invalidate my emotions. If I think it's scary, that's valid. I
Is it
have to
'cause
go to
you're
therapy
weak?
with my mom like 3 times a week.
That's because you're weak, Sam.
Well, it's not a very nice thing to say.
I know.
Are you being unkind?
She gets up from sitting down and slowly walks towards you with her hand out.
I'm jumping through the portal.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to roll for me.
No.
I mean, you move back towards the portal, but
Yeah.
there's like a bunch of portals behind you. You know, who knows where you'll end up? Could be a terrible place.
As opposed to this place.
Come on, Sam, play with me.
Well, you're going to have to be more specific about the type of activity you're interested in participating.
I need a friend, Sam. I'm so alone.
Well, I am your friend. We can't stay here forever. That's not a thing. That's not going to work out for me. First of all, there's nothing delicious here to eat, and I like pizza. Second of all, Hot Topic doesn't get invented for like 3,000 years. That's not going to work out for me. I only have like one of these shirts.
As you say, we can't stay here forever. In your voice, in your head, you hear like, yes, we can.
Was that you, Fernie?
Don't know what you mean. It's just me, Fern.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She is literally, she can reach out and touch you now. She's that close.
Okay, but I can't get out because you're going to make me roll that I'm not going to get.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say, Barney, you're scaring me, and that's not a very nice thing to do. So, you know, I'm gonna have to see you some other time, and then I'm gonna try to go.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let you roll your heart for that.
Oh, thank God. Because I just rolled a body that got 0.
I'll give you a heart
roll.
roll.
I'm re-rolling.
Yeah.
Re-rolling. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't buy any of it. She's still approaching you. She holds out a hand towards your lighter. But what you do notice is that in the light of the lighter, her hand starts to fade.
Oh. You can't... Is the light bad for you, Fernie?
No, everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, of course I'm going to worry about you. You're my friend. We take care of each other.
That's right, we do.
Yeah.
She, like, is uncomfortably close. Like, close talker close. Like, really close to you. I don't know. Maybe there's something you can do involving your lighter that would probably get her off of you.
I guess I'll try to just put my lighter right in her face. Just be like, let me get a better look at you.
Yeah. Will you do a comprehend roll?
Oh, thank God.
You stick your lighter right in her face, and what you see are not two creepy, evil-looking eyes, but in fact, it appears that they are sort of little tiny fires themselves. They weren't red eyes, like it was a red glowing sort of fire. And as you hold the lighter to it long enough, you notice that the fire is surrounding two orb-looking things. And you recognize them from somewhere. They look very similar to something that you've seen many times, something you've held yourself.
I'm going to reach in and try to grab one.
Yeah, you reach in and try to grab one. I need you to give me a roll for that, though. I'll let you determine how you want to do it. You can I don't know.
I'll come in on one side with my lighter to try to keep
it.
Right. And then I'm just going to reach in on the other side and grab one of them, not both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, hey, Fern. It's always nice to hang out with you. It's always nice to get to play. I'm just gonna, you know, brush your hair one last time. Then I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah. As you do that, her voice is like, "What are you doing, Sam?" And yeah, you go to reach for it and you grab one of the balls. As you do, your hand feels very, very hot, like as if it's burning. And she pulls away from you. Clearly, you don't have the roll to grab it out of her. She pulls away, and you see on your hand sort of like a scorch mark from where you tried to grab one of these eyes. She pulls away, and she's like, "That's not very nice."
Oh, I thought we were going to play a game, and I could pet you a little bit. It'd be so fun.
Oh, we'll play a game, Sam. And the whole room starts to become black again. Your lighter goes completely out, and all you see are two dark red eyes in front of you.
I feel like it is an excellent time to make an exit if I can.
Yeah. Can you get a 1? Could you roll the 1? Let's see.
Like 10 minutes ago was a great time to make an exit.
Okay. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to die here. But
I mean, you do have something that can help you. Remember your iconic bonus item.
Nobody ever does.
No one ever remembers this. You have a giant
Except me.
blowtorch. You have a blowtorch. Use its power.
Holy shit. I pull out my hairspray. We're going to light this lovely young child up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Light it up. So that is...
Yeah, if you just roll the button next to the lighter, yeah. Hell yes. You hold this lighter up. Now, what do you want to do? I'll let you determine how you do this. How do you escape? What do you do? What is your plan here?
Okay, my plan is to pull out my travel hairspray. I spring for the Aquanet from the Walgreens, the travel section of the Walgreens. And I am just going to hold the lighter up and then just spray it in its little face. Its little creepy face.
You blast this thing and it's sort of like, yeah! You like hear it. It isn't just in your head. You hear like a wail and the room explodes with light, blowing you back through the portal. And you smack on the ground. And above you is a young Fern looking down at you. You've definitely found where Fern is.
Hey. Are you real Fern? Are you real Fern? Can I touch you?
Hi. I think I'm real Fern.
Oh, God.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
What does the room look like?
The room that you're in is a tiled floor, and it appears to be very, very similar to the room that you guys were in when you found this area in the 80s. The one that said 1983 with the newspaper, it looks very similar to that one.
See.
Okay, so it seems like maybe we're closer to our own time period. So maybe we could just live here for now.
What?
This is
Live
a nice
in this
place.
room?
Yeah, it's better than some of the other places I've been. There's no robots here. No robots. That girl, Shadow Fern's not a nice person. She's not nice. We should call her something else. She's not Fern. Nope. Okay. So how many portals are there in this room?
Yeah, in the room there are multiple portals. There's no Jesse here, however. Whatever Fern jumped into was not Jesse's portal. There are multiple portals still in the background, and you every once in a while see Alistair and Julia trying to like time jumping into your portal correctly. They're definitely trying to get in there. And the room they're in is crumbling to pieces. It is falling apart.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, well, hopefully they can come in here because this seems like a better place for them.
Yeah. Let me do a thing really quick. Let me see. What? Come on, you can do this. Yeah. Wow. Okay. They both are like time it and jump in perfectly. Yeah, I was gonna do 3 or above. They're in. Yeah, they like you see them like I guess training as secret agents makes them awesome, and they straight up just jump on in. First Julia comes on in, and then Alistair, as the room crumbles behind him, he jumps on in, and the 4 of you are reunited in this 1980s version of the ball world. and the portal room that you were all in begins to crumble and fall apart. And as it does, all the portals shut down.
No, we got to find the right one for my dog.
So there's no more portals.
They're all gone. They
Okay.
all shut down and collapsed in on each other.
Maybe Jesse's here, just in the facility somewhere. Jesse's probably here.
I don't know. I don't think so. Are we stuck in the 80s?
Don't worry, I have a lot of hairspray. We could fix you right up. I guess we have to get out of here.
Yes, Belle.
Are there computers on the wall or anything?
There are definitely 80s style computers on the wall. Absolutely. Completely.
Okay, I'm gonna start checking that out.
They're smaller than like the really giant 60s era computers, like the spinning things, and these are actually like kind of like old Apple-ish computers. There's definitely something here. There's this really crappy screens. Yeah, you're definitely very much in the 80s, but everything seems to be working. Everything seems to be fine. One of the things you notice, though, upon looking at the computers, is that you are not back in the real world 1980s. You are in one of the Ball World 1980s versions.
Oh, the Ball World.
God damn it.
Yeah. As you look around, you notice that there's no one else here, that this facility seems kind of dusty, kind of like very much like what you're used to in this sort of red dust 1980s world. But one thing you do know is you've been here before, and this is 100% where Frank and all the other characters you met in the past are. But we cut back to Eddie and Clarence, who are sitting on the stoop in front of Johnny's house. And the originals are nowhere to be seen. And the only people there, even on the entire street, Eddie, Clarence, are you and Alistair. And he sits down next to you and just sort of sighs and doesn't say anything to the two of you. What do you do? What are your thoughts right now?
Did you kill them? Are they dead? Are they dead, or did you like final death them? Did you like erase them from the timeline? Because either way, how did you do it?
Edward, I didn't erase them. They never were.
What?
I feel like it's self-explanatory. They weren't real.
What?
I'm sorry, but they simply weren't real. I removed them from the situation so we could have a conversation.
What?
Clarence, I think your friend is broken.
Well, for good reason. What do you mean they're not? Are we real?
Well, Clarence, of course you're real.
What about Eddie?
What?
He looks at you and doesn't say a word.
What?
Don't worry your sweet head, Edward. It's all fine. Clarence, there was a reason I gave you that ring.
Yeah.
You're special,
Like-
Clarence.
Yeah.
Very special to me. Truly. Everyone else here is not so much.
Wait, but I'm the only other one here. Oh.
Well, I don't understand.
How can I
Why
help
did you give me the
explain?
ring?
Why did I give you the ring? And he sort of puts his hand on yours. Will you make an investigation roll to determine if you notice anything?
Yeah. Get my mouse to work. There we go.
Yeah, you 100% notice he does not have any rings on his fingers. So how is he still alive?
Yeah. I mean, you give me your ring, and then the world blew up, but you're still here, and then you made some not real people disappear. Oh, in a video game.
You're so perceptive, my friend. I wouldn't call it a video game. You know what, Edward? And he sort of like looks at Eddie and like grins a little too slyly, and then he looks back at Clarence. He's like, Clarence, what if I explain everything to you, but in return you must do something for me?
I would be inclined to agree because I would like to know what the heck's going on.
What do you think, Edward?
Wait, about what?
Would you like to join us on our little adventure?
Yeah, okay. First of all, I'm gonna give us some answers about what happened to those guys. Did you kill them? That's murder. It's illegal.
Why do you think it's so easy for me to kill here, Eddie? None of these people are real.
I lean over to Clarence, like still looking at Alistair. I'm like, I think this guy's crazy.
He's looks at you, Clarence, and he's like, you may be right, but you'll never know unless you follow me.
Starting to sound like a leprechaun. Do we follow this guy?
Hey, he just made all these people disappear. I think we have to.
All right, we'll play your game, you trickster. But wait, if we catch you, does that mean we get a wish? Are you a genie? This guy's a genie.
He like chuckles for the first time. Eddie, he like chuckles at you. He's like, one of my best. All right, Clarence, follow me. And he just sort of like grabs Clarence's hand and walks off. Eddie, you're just like standing there. You follow them?
Yeah, I follow them, and I like, because Clarence is taller than me. I kind of I tug on him, and I'm like, keep an eye out for anything that is lamp shaped or lamp adjacent.
Okay.
The group of you begin to move down the street. Will the two of you roll for me either a comprehend or an investigation to see what you find out as you walk down?
Can I ask the Shoe what's up with this guy?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, Shoe, what's up with this guy? Shoe doesn't know.
You don't hear anything. Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
Okay. All right.
So, Clarence, you look around and you notice that there are no cars in the street. You don't hear traffic. You don't hear birds. You don't hear anything. It's just the three of you in this world. The wind's blowing. Like, you can hear the trees and the leaves. It's like, shh. But you don't hear the sounds of people. It's almost like the people are gone.
Okay. So it's like just us.
It's like a debug menu.
Just like the three of you. Yeah, just the three of you.
Well, this guy's starting to regular bug me. Not telling us anything.
It's like you push the pause button, open like the debug menu, and like remove everything. Now it's just us.
As you're walking down,
could like fly?
He looks at you and just like laughs, and he's like, Clarence, I tell you everything. You must agree to take my place in Sector 7.
Don't do it. You'll be trapped in a lamp, and you'll have to grant wishes, 3 of them, to anybody who unleashes you.
Where are you going? Like, why are you leaving?
He like he like sort of squeezes your hand so you look down. He doesn't say anything, but you notice he doesn't have a ring.
All right.
You have his ring. It's a very Star Wars, oh no, my hand is also a dark robot hand as I look at my father's robot hand that was cut off moment. Right? Like, you are literally, he's trying to groom you to take over his role.
All right.
Whatever it is.
How much time do you have left?
Clarence, here I have all the time in the world.
I mean, what about me? Do I get a cool job? Don't say janitor.
You've had one of the most important jobs of all, Edward. You're here to help Clarence on his way.
Oh, whoa, so I'm like his spirit guide.
Oh, yes, very similar.
Yeah, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you're welcome, Clarence.
Thanks,
I
Eddie.
helped you. Yeah, you're welcome.
So, Clarence, what would you like to know?
Where are we?
This world, Clarence, much like everything else, is fake. It's not real.
Well, I mean, but I have all my like real memories and of different lives and things, and like I can feel stuff. It feels real.
Certainly, you have different memories of different lives, but it's just experiences you've had here in this fake world.
So all the old me's are not the real me.
Oh no, it never happened, dear boy. Those were just previous attempts at solving this little problem of ours.
Like, look over at Eddie. Are we like in a simulation? We got like some things stuck on our head. And we're like,
okay,
we're like laying in a vat.
Let me hit you with some knowledge about our current situation. Now, Alistair, tell me hot or cold about how close we are. This is a VR simulation that we've been plugged into since we were babies. And now we've learned everything that we need to, so they're going to unplug us, and then we're going to experience the real world. That'd be a cool movie.
He looks at you, Eddie, and is like, no, Edward, you are not in a simulation.
Oh. Okay, but like kind of... ballpark? Am I like close, sort of?
No, Edward, you're very cold. And he turns back and looks at you, Clarence, and he's like,
A workshop. Okay.
This world, these balls, they're no ball worlds, Clarence. It's all fake. If you honestly believe that this tiny town is somehow the center of it all, I don't know what you'll believe. Frankly, it's not real. The white flashes are resets, nothing more.
So whenever we woke up in our bed and we didn't know how we got there from the day in the fair, is that where this all started, or was that part of the simulation too?
Perhaps that iteration was. There have been many, Clarence.
Have we done this before, and we just don't remember?
We've had this conversation many times, dear boy.
But you had the ring before, right?
Yes, this was the only time you've gotten this far that you deserved it.
Okay, I think I understand maybe where we are, but why? Why are we where we are?
Because there's something important going on, and I need you to join with a very select group of people, those who are extraordinary, who can take over my role. You see, the Secret Seven is more than just myth and legend and 7 individuals who are controlling some weird balls. No, the Secret Seven is very important and always must maintain 7. Which is why, when I died and was placed here, I needed to find someone to take over for me.
So that's why you're already dead. That's why you need someone to.
I'm as real as everything else here.
What about Sam and Fern? Why is Fern always connected to everything? Like we see her everywhere. But
yeah, as you asked that question, we cut back to Fern and Samantha, who are in this ball world in 1983. And as you are walking around with young Alistair and Julia, you start to notice that, yeah, this is 100% the place you've been before. You recognize a lot of it. You recognize the there's a forklift there from a time you had passed by earlier. And as you exit into this forest that you very much recognize as one of the red creepy forests from earlier. And yeah, definitely some of the fog elements are missing.
Can we hear anything?
Yeah, you can hear stuff. There's some weird sensory things going on. Like, I'm sure if you tasted something, you noticed something was a little off. Winku.
Fern starts eating the dirt.
Yeah. The dirt has no taste.
Like sand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Fernie, what you doing?
Just eating dirt.
Okay. I'll carry some candy in my purse next time. Probably a little hungry.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste like nothing. Remember when we were eating the beans?
Oh,
Well,
so there's
maybe
no-
you didn't eat the beans, but I ate
didn't
the
eat
beans. And then they tasted like nothing.
So the taste machine is off.
Well,
We
that is.
turned that off, remember? So maybe this is the place we've been before.
All right, what exits to the room are there?
You are literally outside the ramp going, like, the hole that you came from, the, like, ramp going up that secret passage through the bush. That's where you just came from. This is the, like, inverted hole that you found the very first time you were here.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh. Should we go
Sort of
in
like
it?
mirror version that's like this way. Yeah.
Huh.
You recognize a lot of this. In fact, you see sort of like your footprints in the sand of where you had come before with your group.
Oh my god.
So, okay.
Look,
So
look.
what do we know? We've been here, so we know. What do we know about this world? We know that there's the guy who lives at the school. There's the weird guy who really doesn't like you.
Nuh-uh.
There's pterodactyls. Where are the portals in this world? I mean, maybe one of those portals still exists. Maybe like when we were driving around and we came through, like maybe one of those portals still exists.
Time travel, yo.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we can go to where we had the portals before, which was in your backyard. Remember, we had a portal in your backyard
Oh yeah.
at Wildlife.
Westlife.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we can go there
Okay.
and see if something's changed. Maybe.
Yeah. Or remember also, remember we were at the music store too.
Yep.
In the van. That's where we left. In the van at the
I
music
don't
store.
remember that though.
Yeah,
I might
because
have been
remember,
passed out.
yeah, you might have been passed out. Because remember, Eddie closed the pterodactyl into the in the portal, and then its claw came off, and there was like blood everywhere, and then he put it in his sleeve
y'all
and was like,
told me
"Rrrr," and it was
that.
hilarious.
I wish I could have seen it, but I was out of commission at that time. But
Yeah,
we
you
should-
would have laughed and laughed. Okay, yeah, let's go to the music store.
yeah,
Okay.
I bet there's a bunch of mysteries there.
Yeah. So the group of you, Alistair and Julia, are just like, sure, you clearly know how to get out of this, so we're just gonna follow you. And the group of you begin to head towards the music store. You immediately pass by the school, and as you do, a figure is watching you, standing on the front landing of the school, going up into the main sort of hallway entrance. And it's a figure wrapped in these robes, made of, cloth and scraps of newspaper and plastic and stuff, just watching you. And you recognize this as the young man, John, who you met before. And he begins to approach you.
Hey, remember
John!
us? We're gonna try to get out of here. You should come with us. You want to come with us?
He like looks at you. He's like, "What are you doing back here? Why would you come back?"
Cause kind of an accident.
Yeah.
But
we
we
were
wanted to
looking for
come
my
with you.
dog, and then we lost Stanley.
It was heartbreaking.
I don't
I'm not
think
over it.
Stanley's- Yeah. Did you ever
You
have a
think
pet
what?
armadillo, John?
No. I think I did. I don't remember. Are armadillos spiky? Are those the spiky ones? Are they hedgehogs? I might have had a pet named Needles at one point. And he likes sort of like giggle smirks. He seems very lost and confused.
Okay, buddy. Why don't you tag along with us?
Needles? You mean? God, you mean like that? Maybe like that one guy named Needles. Don't we know?
I think this might be Johnny.
What are you saying? A guy named Needles?
No, we're just talking about hedgehogs.
hedgehog. Yeah.
Just talking about hedgehogs.
I just had a major loss of a rodent-like animal, and so I'm commiserating. Mine's name was Stanley. He was very dear to me, so I understand. I have empathy for your problems.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, you're not looking so hot, buddy. Maybe we should get out of here.
Yeah, why don't you tag along with us?
I'm gonna try and get out.
I'm supposed to stay at the school though. You want me to come with you? Frank's gonna be real mad.
Just for a little bit.
You know what? Frank needs to learn that people need to take rest days.
Exactly.
That's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all need a good mental health day once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would hate for him to rob me of my free time, or I don't know, make me don some weird outfit for him, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Just taking a
sound
little
like
break.
something you want to do on your off day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will come with you. Yeah, I will come with you. Alistair and Julia are like, the shit. Why are we doing this? Alistair's like, should we be doing this? He doesn't seem all
Yes,
that
Alistair.
there.
Look at this poor lost man. Don't you have any empathy for him?
Exactly.
Okay, if that's what you want. And he sort of like
It is what
Max
we
Payne
want.
looks at Julia, and Julia like holds a gun in her holster, just like ready for anything. She's just like ready for it. Yeah, the group of you begin to move back towards the music store, and you begin to hear this like swooshing.
Oh.
It sounds like it's coming from above.
Oh. Vern looks up.
Yeah. You see the outline of a giant bird-like creature in the clouds above.
Maybe we should hurry.
We gotta run. It's time to run. Everybody
Agreed.
put your
Yeah,
runners on, 'cause we gotta go.
Yeah, I need you guys to roll for me. A body and move roll to see if you can run.
Vern is
You're
on
very good.
fire.
Vern is killing it today. Yeah, you begin to run.
Can Fern carry me?
No, Fern cannot carry you. Yeah,
Damn.
Fern,
Sorry,
you
Sam.
start to book it. You start to book it, and Alistair and Julia start running as fast as they can with you. And you turn around and look behind, and Sam is struggling, and John is doing just as bad. He clearly hasn't been doing much physical activity except like walking around the school protecting it or whatever he was doing. They're very slow, and this thing comes out of the clouds, and it 100% is a pterodactyl, and it is coming down on Sam and Johnny.
Is this because I skipped gym class like for 4 years?
Yes, absolutely. There's the moral here, kids. Yeah, you what do? Yeah, it's chat picking up on things.
Where's Fern right now? She's at the...
Fern, Alistair, and Julia are maybe 200 feet ahead of Sam and John. And John, despite all of his effort, cannot move very fast. He seems to have a limp or something. He's very, very slow. And Sam just has never run a day in her life. So this is, it's It's rough, but this thing
So
is descending on them very quickly.
I just have to run faster than John is the point of this, right?
I mean, sure, you can try. You have to roll for it.
Oh, we can use John as bait, dude.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Poor John.
There's no
What a life.
circumstance. I know. There's no circumstances. Oh yeah, he has a limp because we shot him.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Feeling slightly more responsible. Okay.
It's descending rapidly.
Yeah,
It is
no, I'm
moving
sure
very
it is.
quickly.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, what's Fern's special object? I'm running out of ideas.
She has a slingshot.
Oh, it's a slingshot. Fern, help me.
What's
I
up?
skipped gym for like 5 years.
Oh no, Sam! Hang on, I gotta go help Sam.
Help me.
Yeah. You turn around to help Sam. I need you to roll a move to see if you can get into range of shooting. Yeah, you make it there. You are in range of the shot. Can you hit her with your slingshot?
Yes, I can. I think.
Yeah. You go to fire off this slingshot and you shoot it directly at this giant pterodactyl and like pops it right in the face. And it turns to look at you and begins coming right at you, Fern. And as it does, you go to pull back one more time on your slingshot. And just as you let go, you hear like a gunshot go off. And you turn around and you see that Alistair and Julia are about to pull out their guns, but they haven't. And between the two, standing in the background behind them, is another woman in a power suit who looks very similar to Alistair. And she walks towards the group of you and she says, I thought I'd find you here. And the pterodactyl just like falls straight up dead in the street between all of you.
Nice shot. I'm
Wow.
Samantha. You're amazing.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
Wow.
Well, when you work with the sector, you learn a lot of things. And Alistair very quickly is just like, oh, God. And it's like, hello, Allison.
Hey, Allison, you're my new
shit.
hero.
Are you part of the Secret Seven?
Oh, shit.
Of course I'm part of it, darling. And she sort of like looks at you and winks.
You're awesome.
Wow, she winked at me.
So jealous. Ooh, maybe she'll
Wow.
wink at me.
She's so
Julia
cool.
sort of like relaxes and puts her hand off of her gun. And she looks at Alistair. And strangely enough, Julia goes, you know her? And Alistair's like, yeah, we're acquainted. And Julia sort of steps aside as Allison walks towards the group of you. John and Sam, you guys finally catch up to everyone else, and you're sort of all standing around with Allison. Yeah, you're very out of breath, and Allison basically is like, you shouldn't be here.
Hey, agreed. Totally on board. Same page. Don't want to be here either. We're trying to figure out how to get out of here. So if you have suggestions, all ears.
Well, I have many suggestions. She looks at Alistair. She's like, has this one been telling you the wrong information? And she sort of like scowls at him. She's like, we know you've been lying to these kids.
Alistair, we trusted you.
No.
I mean, like I didn't
Alistair,
actually
how
trust you
could
that
you?
much.
What do you mean? No, I would never lie to them. What are you talking
He
about?
said he said he had no idea what was going on, and he was just as mystified by this as we were. And I mean, he did almost get trapped in that one place where the ceiling collapsed on him, but he managed to get through the portal that we forged for him.
No, I don't know what any of this is. No one's ever told me any of this. I don't understand. And Allison sort of walks up and puts her hand on his shoulder, and she's like, You stupid, stupid man. She sort of like pushes him aside. She's like, ladies, what you know is not exactly what you think you know.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
This world, all of this is a plague created by a foolish man in the 50s. Some vain attempt to save scientists or whatever and stop World War III. Oof. Well, here
Just
we
like
are.
a man.
What's his name, Alistair?
And she chuckles and she's like, of course. Which is why all these idiots hold him in such high regard. And she like sneers at Alistair.
But is he like the original one? Like the main guy? Are you a clone?
My clone? Oh, dear girl. Oh, I'm allergic to clones.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got dog hair all over me, probably.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Oh, all this dust. And she looks at you and she's like, I'm not a clone. Please. She's like, let me tell you a little something about this world. Since you don't know Alistair, perhaps I can enlighten you as well. All of this, created to mimic the real balls. Yes, I'm sure you've heard of this magical orbs that some idiot found long ago. Well, they existed, they were real, and this world is all just a vain attempt by man to recreate it.
So what's up with the creepy ghost made of balls with flame eyes? What's up with that?
I'm sorry, I don't think that's something that exists here. This is man-made. We created all of this. This is long ago. Oh dear, the 50s. I would say around then, long before I was on the scene. You see, there was an attempt made to recreate a sort of a backup, one would say, and the man-made version of these orbs were a dismal failure. These faux balls, we'll call them, were similar looking, but the original orbs, they possessed a power that could charge weapons, power an entire building's electricity, could open gateways here and there and everywhere, could do all sorts of things. These other balls, they had to be powered themselves. They could open a single portal, but the portal would only lead to some pocket dimension. Very similar to this one that we're in now. It was a dismal failure.
How come all these people got trapped in here?
Well, unfortunately, this backup world was thought to be useful. If perhaps the main world was inaccessible or something had gone wrong, because truthfully, when we used those original balls, we didn't really know what we were doing. The scientists at the time were experimenting, and clearly there were no intelligent women there to show them the way, but they tried, and unfortunately, they decided that a backup would be needed and that they'd use this sort of pocket world, which is why they designed it very much after their original scientific location. They picked your town in particular because it was small and quaint and quiet and out of the way, and no one asked questions. The police, the city council, everyone was on the payroll, and they experimented. And they tried to recreate from the ground up your town inside this pocket dimension. Unfortunately, they found there were limits, and going far out from the center of town eventually resulted in decay and crumble. And as you can see, the rest is history. This place is a mess. The longer you stayed here, the more warped things became. Animals turned into beasts of all sorts. It was terrible. No one wanted to be here, however. At a certain point, there was an accident. I believe in the 60s it was. There was an accident, an explosion, and something happened where the original balls were lost. And scientists trapped in the pocket dimension were lost here as well. And, well, you kind of know the rest, I guess.
No, we really don't.
Well, what can I answer for you?
So you're saying there was one set of original balls, right?
Correct, yeah.
And then what happened after that was y'all wanted to make backup like copies?
Well, of
For
course,
some
I
reason?
didn't want to, but the men in charge at the time certainly did. They used the limits of their scientific research to figure out how to do so, and this was the best they could come up with. And so, while the original balls would open portals to worlds unimagined, these balls only opened one portal to one place. Unfortunately, just at different times.
Can you explain to me the purpose of the balls? It was just for fun?
Well,
Just to go through
balls-
time?
The original ball's purpose was something that I truly do not understand. They were very old. One would
Like
imagine.
how old?
I believe the last test result I saw was over 2,000. They're quite old.
Like
However,
ancient
ours.
old?
Well, I imagine as old. It's possible. We don't really know.
So I may have jumped through a few portals during this explosion
Why
in the
would you do that,
60s,
dear
which
girl?
I don't know anything about. Because everything was crumbling and it was kind of scary. And then Fern went to look for her dog, and
Sorry,
so then
wait,
I went
time
to
out,
look
time
for
out. Did you
Fern.
say 60s?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to
Look,
look for
Wait,
Fern.
hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
You there when the original balls were lost?
I don't know if they were lost so much as exploded. And then there were portals everywhere. And then I went into like a bunch of them, and some of them were okay, like I'd been there before. And then there was one with like crazy future robots and people speaking like a totally different language. And it looked like they were wearing like sci-fi outfits. Not that I watch sci-fi because that is for nerds. And then I went back into this like crazy ancient Egypt place, and it was really bad because there was a coffin. And then the balls were inside this little girl's head, Fern. Shadow Fern's head, but she wasn't really Shadow Fern. She was real mean. And then if you put light up to it, you could like take the ball out. But I got burned on my hand. You could see right here from like trying to take the ball out of this thing's head. It's alive.
She
I'm
looks
gonna
at
have
you
to be
like
in a
you're
lot of therapy.
she looks at you like you're an insane person, like a genuine insane person. And she turns to Alistair and Julia and is just like apparently after you said 60s, she stopped focusing on whatever else you were saying. She turns to Alistair and Julia and is just like, were you part of the reason why we lost the original balls? Alistair's like, I literally have no clue what you're talking about. What? And she pulls her gun. Allison pulls her gun and points it at the two of them, and she's like, you son of a bitch. Were you part of this? Are you the reason all this happened? And he's like, I don't know what you're referring to. Please put that away. And she pops one off into Julia, and Julia just falls to the ground. And then she looks at all of you, and she's like, you monsters. So many people died. Was it you?
Hey,
was it you who did this?
Hey, no, we would have died too. We don't know what happened. We were just there. We just were standing there. Didn't do anything. Didn't touch anything. I got a job. I built part of a sewer. I was a bricklayer.
There was an
And then the whole
explosion.
place just exploded.
Yeah.
She
Nothing
turns
to
and
do
looks
with
at you,
us.
Fern, and she's like, I thought you were going to be the one, Fern. I thought you were going to be the one to take my spot. I thought you were going to be the one to carry on this tradition, and you failed us. And she like
Stop it.
freaks.
You do not talk to her that way. She is amazing. She is the one.
Yeah.
Fern,
I
What
did
is it?
lose
Do we
the
actually want
armadillo
that?
though.
Fern, there's only one way to set this right, Fern. And she like goes over to you, and she looks at you in the eye, and she's like, there's only one way to set this right. We cut back to Eddie and Clarence, who are with
Oh no, she's
Alistair.
gonna ask me to kill myself.
And Eddie and Clarence, you're with Alistair, and Alistair is standing there with you as you're literally in this sort of like open space. And Alistair's like, none of this is real. It's all fake. Every last bit in order to groom you, Clarence. You must take my spot.
Oh, I don't like this.
Okay, wait, hold on. I get in between. Get in between Clarence and Alistair. This is a lot to take in. Okay, this is a lot. everything is fake. Everything we've known, and are we real? Am I real?
He looks at you and he snaps his fingers and everything is white. Like everything is white. There's no streets. There is no nothing. It's just the three of you standing there. And he looks at you, Clarence, and he looks back at Eddie and he's like, "What do you think, Clarence?"
Oh my god.
Well, I think I'm going robot-y over here. Am I? Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna fade away?
Did you just Thanos snap Ken out of existence?
Yeah, I tried to.
All right. Well, obviously the world around us isn't real, but Eddie's still here, so there's got to be a reason for that.
Yes, Clarence, there is a reason for that. And he pulls his gun out of his holster and hands it to you.
But I got more questions,
like,
Alistair. Hang on, not yet.
He hands it to you and he's like, "I'll answer all of your questions, but first you must prove to me you're ready." And he points to Eddie and he's like, "Eddie's not real, Clarence."
No, I'm real. I swear. No, listen.
He backs away and he's like, "Shoot him, Clarence."
Look, Clarence, this is a test. They're testing you. Just like the shoe tested me to see if I was worthy. And now he's testing you.
Yeah, Clarence, you have the gun is in your hand. And as the gun is in your hand, we cut back to Allison handing Fern a pistol. And she looks at Fern and she's like, "You are taking over my role. You've been groomed from the beginning to be a member of Sector 7. You, sweet Fern. But you must do me a favor." And she points to Alistair.
What?
"You must kill Alistair." And she stands behind you and sort of holds the gun in your hand and points it at Alistair. And we get a split screen of Clarence pointing a gun or holding a gun with Eddie in the background as Fern has Alistair in the background. And I'll let you both decide what you want to do.
Who's she shooting?
Alistair, young Alistair.
Young Alistair.
Yeah.
I can't metagame. I can't. I don't know that.
Julia's already dead, right?
Julia has been shot. You don't know if Julia's dead, but Julia's been shot down. Yeah, you guys can each, you can talk to each other, whatever, but this is like, shit's going down.
Yeah.
Eddie, you can try to convince Clarence you're not real, or that you're real.
Look. What, do I have the shoe?
Yeah, you have the shoe.
Shoot, tell me what I need to do.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
What does the shoe tell me?
The shoe tells you that the best way to prove that you're real is by getting him to remember things that happened before the fair that you were involved with. Ways he would know you from before the fair.
Clarence, remember that time when I didn't come to school for like a week because I didn't want to, and then they sent the truant officer to my house, and I tried to convince them that I was the ghost of myself, and that I was haunting him now for trespassing on my burial ground, and then they dragged me to school, and I had to go to math, and it sucked, and then the whole school was talking about it.
Clarence, comprehend roll, please. Yeah, weirdly enough, you remember this. This is something you 100% remember happening, but not until now. This is like a memory that you didn't think you would ever need for any purpose, but you remember it. As you do, Alistair says, "Shoot him, Clarence."
Clarence, remember when they were finding all those crushed potato chips all over the halls, but it's because I was setting chip traps around so that nobody would sneak up on me when I was trying to skip class?
Those memories aren't real, Clarence. This is all fake. This whole thing is fake. Shoot him.
I'm still holding the shoe, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is the shoe. Remember when I tried to jump my bike over like 5 trash cans and I missed and like totally dislocated my shoulder and it was on school property and I thought I could sue the school, but it turns out that I can't represent myself in a lawsuit because I'm only 15 and then
how come he doesn't remember anything about you, Clarence? Shoot him.
No, remember when you
Eddie, we weren't friends before all this happened.
well, I know, but we're friends now, and that's what's important.
But I do
You
remember
think-
that stuff.
Yeah,
you think you'd
see?
be friends with him, Clarence? Think about it. You think Eddie Hill would be your friend?
Well, I mean, hey,
No.
circumstances change, okay? Not everybody's the same forever. What's that?
Yes,
what's
yes,
that-
of course. You found magical balls in a wood, Edward. Yes, of course. And it led you to another dimension, Edward. That definitely seems like circumstances have changed. Shoot him, Clarence.
Alistair, if the world resets again, are you gonna disappear forever? And I'll need to take your place?
Boy, there is no world reset. This isn't real. None of this is real. I am part of the simulation like everything else. And you'll wake up in a bed somewhere in one of the facilities and everything will be fine. Edward doesn't exist. The real
Well,
Eddie Hill is probably off doing whatever it is the real Eddie Hill does.
No,
This
I'm
is
here. I'm
not
doing
real.
this.
He's just in your head, Clarence.
No, I'm here in
Shoot
front
him.
of you.
Shoot him, Clarence. This is not real. You'll wake up, ring on your finger, welcomed into the fold. You'll be our youngest member, Clarence.
Yeah, but at what cost?
I've lived a long life of being bullied, and
Okay, look. All right. Look, I can't convince you. I can't convince you whether or not to shoot me. I've made my case, but Alistair, I have to know something.
Oh,
Is the Earth flat?
For the love of God, kill him, Clarence.
I gotta know. I have to know. I gotta know.
I'll cock the gun.
Look, it's an honest question. I've never been to space.
Eddie.
What?
Look, I'm really glad that we had this adventure together, and it's been a lot of fun. But
Yeah, me too.
none of this is real.
Okay.
oh.
Well, I don't know.
So it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know what
okay,
that
Eddie.
means.
It's gonna be okay.
No, wait. Should I be closing my eyes?
Close your eyes,
What?
Eddie.
Okay,
It cuts
wait.
back. It cuts back to Fern and the group as Fern has pointed the gun at Alistair, and Alistair's like, Fern, don't do this. Fern,
What?
I'm on your side.
Why do I have to shoot him?
He's the one who got you here, Fern. He's the one who put you through all of this. It's
No, he's not.
unfortunate, and
We just found
he's
him.
lying to you. He's lying to you, Fern.
How do I
everything
know
you
you're
said-
not lying to me? You just showed up.
Because I'm one of the good ones, Fern. I've been looking out for you this entire time. Everything that's happened to you, I've been trying to help you along the way.
What does that mean? Along the way, what am I supposed to do?
None of this was supposed to happen to you, Fern. Not this young. But it's your entire life, dear Fern, has been leading up to replacing me. You're going
Why?
to be the next member. Oh, because I'm old, Fern. I've been doing this so long. This is a young person's game, and it's time for me to retire. But this man here, he has ruined everything. No 13-year-old should have to go through what you've gone through.
Why don't you shoot him then?
Yeah, why do I have to do it?
Right?
Because
She's
Fern,
just 13. She's super innocent. She would never shoot anybody.
I know that's not true. And she looks over at Johnny, and Johnny, like, his eyes go from being sort of placid and a little like not there to complete revelation. He recognizes all of y'all's.
Move. Don't move. Old man.
Look. I was trying to help. I was trying to help you, Fern. And Allison behind you was like, no, you had so many years of high school and dating and oh, Fern. You weren't meant to be in it this young, but it's too late. Once you know, you have to be in. You have to be in, Fern.
Who else is in besides me? Am I the only candidate for this job?
Yes, of course. You were always the only candidate for this job.
Well, then it seems like she doesn't have to shoot anyone for the job. I mean, if she's the right woman for the job, and we know she is, she doesn't have to shoot anybody.
Yeah.
However, Alistair's a traitor. He is responsible for this entire mess. It's because of him that we lost the original balls. It's because of everything that happened in the 60s. Don't you understand? I'm trying to set things right. Fern, your first act as being a part of Sector 7 can be set things right. And then there'll be a free slot open. And
because of me, isn't it?
Maybe your friend here could be a part of the sector?
Your logic is faulty.
It's because we showed up and touched the balls, isn't it? Like we did something and we started it, and that's when everything exploded. It would have been better if I just. It would have been better if I just didn't exist.
This is your destiny, Fern. You're meant to do this. Things would not be better if you didn't exist. If you didn't exist, dear girl, your friend Sam would be very sad.
But she would live, wouldn't she?
No.
She'll live now. She's not in any danger. We're all going to live except for him. And she points at Alistair.
No, I don't trust her. She's not making any sense. This is not a choice. This is a false choice. You don't have to make this choice. No, I'm going to grab it from her.
Sam!
I'm going to hug her. No, I'm going to hug her. I'm going to hug her. There's no reason. This is not a choice. We don't have to do this. We don't have to play their game. We don't have to play by their rules. This is nothing. She's getting in our heads. She's making us do this. You don't have to do anything.
I'm sorry,
give me the gun. No,
sorry.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun, Fern. Give me the gun. I can't lose you. You're my sister, and I can't lose you.
She pulls the trigger.
You pull the trigger? Yeah. Hey, roll for me really quickly. Roll for me. I'll let you decide what you want to roll. Whatever your best stat is, go for it.
Probably move?
Sure. Yeah. You pull the trigger, nothing happens. It wasn't loaded.
She throws it to the ground.
Allison looks at you and grabs you by the shoulders, and she's like, "Oh, dear girl, so brave. I knew I picked the right one."
You're gonna let me do that? You're just gonna make me shoot him or do something without it being loaded?
Alistair looks at her and is like, "You crazy bitch." And Allison's just like, we cut back as the group of you is freaked out. We cut back to Clarence and Eddie. Clarence has his gun. What are you going to do, Clarence?
Oh, God. Just watching that scene.
Sweat out more. I wanted you to sweat out more. I'm really enjoying you getting a little worked up. So this is great.
I'm real. I swear. Look.
Can't metagame. Gotta stick with my choice I was originally going to make.
Look, remember the funnel cakes? They were going to be good. Look, I swear I'll buy you one. I promise.
Eddie, it's just a simulation. I'll see you next time, all right?
No! Oh, this sucks!
And put the gun in my mouth and pull the trigger.
No!
You put the gun in your mouth and pull the trigger. Will you roll for me your best stat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull the trigger, not loaded.
Oh.
Yeah, you hear a click, not at all loaded. Alistair looks at you.
Click.
Yeah, not at all. You can pull it as many times as you want, not at all loaded. Alistair looks at you. He's like, "You dumb child. All you had to do was shoot your friend, and you chose yourself?" And he slaps you across the face. Just smacks you as hard as possible. And you go down.
Yeah.
After everything I've done for you, you stupid boy.
I tackle him.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
tackle him? Yeah,
Yes.
roll for me.
Jesus.
How's that?
Yeah,
for you?
oh my god. You tackle him, and the two of you slam into the white, like, glowing floor, and there's like a residual thud, and everything starts to echo.
I start hitting him with the shoe.
Yeah,
You dumb old motherfucker!
Yeah, get
You're
him.
gonna have my friend shoot me! Oh, you suck! I start like slapping him with the bottom part of the shoe.
You start beating the shit out of him with this shoe, and he, as you like hit him, you see like cracks begin to form in this sort of white world that you're in. We cut back to Fern and Sam. Everyone is sort of like, what just happened? As Allison like grabs and holds you, Fern, and it's like, you're the perfect candidate to replace me. I believed in you. Oh, Fern, you're so selfless. And as she goes to hug you, you hear a shot. And Allison, like, a little blood squirts in your face, Fern, and Allison falls behind you, straight up dead. And you all turn to see John with Julia's gun. He's like, you goddamn nerds. And he points his gun and pops into Alistair's leg, and Alistair falls down. He's like, you thought I wouldn't remember. I remember every goddamn thing. And he points the gun at you, Fern. And we cut back to Clarence and Eddie. Eddie, you're
Jesus
pounding. You're pounding Alistair with this shoe. As you do, there is like shaking. This white world, wherever you're in, is shaking like crazy, and shit just like starts crumbling. And outside, you can see light shining through. Eddie, you're going crazy. You're just beating this guy senseless. But Clarence, you definitely notice that something's happening on the outside.
Octo's face.
Yeah, I'm in the zone. I'm in berserker
Get myself up and like run over there to Eddie and like try to grab the shoe hand. Just like, wait, Eddie, wait. Here.
And as I'm looking at Clarence, I slap him with I slap Alistair with my free hand.
Yeah,
One
as
more
you
time.
do,
Okay, Mario.
as you slap him, in his other hand, the hand that didn't have the gun in it, a little like device sort of rolls out of his hand, and it like sort of skitters across the ground, and you can see it's kind of it looks like it's been a little crushed or something. Like maybe in his hand when you were punching him, he was squeezing it very, very hard. Whatever it is, it definitely seems like at one time it was a fully functioning device, but it seems a little messed up right now.
Okay.
Well, what I was gonna do. He's no different from the rest of them. If I still have the gun, like, use this.
Yeah, you hand Eddie the gun.
It weighs more. It'll do more damage. And look and see what the thing is that rolled out.
Yeah, you go over to the thing, and there's like a button on the top of it. It appears to be some sort of, it definitely is a button and like a little glowing green, like light.
I'm like looking at the shoe. I'm a little torn. I don't actually want to kill this guy. I like sort of half-heartedly kind of like I'm sort of like snapped out of it now, but I'm sort of like half-heartedly like
Right,
is he
yeah.
conscious?
No, you knocked his ass out. You beat him senseless.
Okay.
He's like his face is bloody. He's just laying there. Like, you went after him. You were in a violent, you almost killed me rage.
Yeah. I'll kind of like get up and look at the device that Clarence has, but like I'll start walking towards Clarence, but then like turn around and walk back to Alistair, just kind of and just like lightly kick him and then walk back over to Clarence.
Yeah, he doesn't even make a noise. He's just like knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clarence, in your hand is a device that you don't know what it does, but it clearly is on.
Wait, what is that?
Well, he had it in his hand, and I would guess maybe it's a reset button. I don't know.
I mean, do you think we should reset everything?
No.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for Thanks for not killing me.
It's not real. Neither one of us would have died, Eddie. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I know, but it's the thought that counts. Dum-dum. I mean, come on. I mean, it's, not like not like we're friends or anything, and I wouldn't have killed you either. Whatever.
You're right. Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let's push it. I mean, what do we do with the thing? Should we? Where's everybody else? I mean, there's nothing here.
Well, we can see if there's anything else on his body. The damage you're doing to him seems to affect this world we're in. So maybe if you just keep breaking his skull in, everything will just fall away and we'll be good.
I mean, are you asking me to kill him? I mean,
Eddie, look everything that's happened. It's not real. Eddie, none of this is real. He made people disappear. He freaking took us to this like white place. I expected like guns to come fly down, trench coats to be around, but he probably could have done that too. It's not real.
But I mean, I'm real and you're real. And
are we?
What?
We have memories of real people, but are these our bodies?
What?
I'm just saying it's not real, Eddie. He's no different from all those other bully ambassadors playing with people's lives. He doesn't have any business doing any of that. He thinks he's God of this world. We should just go ahead and finish that fake version of him off, and everything will be fine.
Eddie, as you are hearing Clarence's reasons for killing Alistair, will you roll for me a either an investigate or comprehend? I think either will do for this.
Me?
See if you notice.
Investigate or comprehend? I'll do comprehend. Nothing.
Sure. Yeah. Clarence, will you do the same for me?
Comprehend.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Okay, so Eddie, you're freaked out by what is happening around you. Clarence, even though you're telling Eddie this stuff, you notice that beyond the whiteness, through the cracks, you can see like trees and buildings, and it appears like there's actually a world outside of where you are right now. But I guess it's your choice if you tell Eddie or not.
Yeah, Eddie, look, like the cracks you made, like point out to him. There's trees and stuff out there. If anything, where we are right now is the fake world. I'm not strong enough to do it, man. Break us out of here. Crush that man's face.
No, I mean, you're talking about like killing a guy. Like he's
not real.
I mean, I never killed anything before. That's not, let alone a person. I mean, what am I gonna do? To put the shoe in his mouth so he can't breathe?
Eddie, he just tried to make me shoot you. And I didn't do it because that's how much I value our friendship. And all I'm asking you is to do the simple thing to get us out of here.
I mean, what if? I mean, hey, yeah, he sucks, but
what's he gonna do next time he comes back? He's gonna freaking make you shoot me next time. He's gonna make Fern shoot Sam.
I mean, I wouldn't do it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. Let me see the thing. Let me see the thing that he dropped. What does it look like exactly?
A little tiny, almost like a tube of lipstick, except instead of lipstick coming out the top, there's a little green light that's blinking and a button.
A button, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it in my hand. You like asked for it, and I kind of like pull it back to me.
Okay, well, we don't know if it's gonna reset. What if it turns off whatever this is?
Well, we can try first things first. We can see that there's stuff outside of here. It seems to be attached to a skull. So let's just crack that. See what happens. If that doesn't work, we got the button to push. We don't know what this does. We know that beating his face in breaks this barrier that we're behind. Come on, Eddie.
I mean, let me walk back over to Alistair. If I like kind of like lightly kick him with my foot, does anything happen?
Yeah, you lightly kick him, and his body just sort of like limply moves, but nothing happens.
Oh, it doesn't work. Look like we got to press the button.
The head, Eddie.
I sort of like crouch down and like sort of poke him in the head.
Yeah,
Does
you poke him in the
change?
head, and his head just goes from being up to like nothing changes.
Didn't work. No, that sucks. Press the button.
Eddie, give me the gun, Eddie.
I mean, okay. Look, I value our friendship, but I'm not gonna watch you murder a guy. Like, do what you gotta do.
It's fine.
Okay.
You're probably already dead anyway, Eddie. You already killed the old man.
I turn around and like cover my ears and close my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, and I like take the gun and scoot over there beside him on my hands and knees and put the button down on the ground. Like raise the gun up. And try to calculate, gravity to try to get like some good smacks in.
Oh my god!
Sure. Roll for this, please.
My
God.
You could roll for this.
What would you like?
You tell me. How are you doing this?
Well, I don't have very much muscle strength, so I do need to use like physics on my side and try to calculate. Maybe even like get my watch calculator out to try to figure some numbers up. See just how the angle I got to get it at to like get the corner of the gun in there.
Yeah, give me this roll. Let's see what happens.
All right, what do I click? If I use the calculator watch, do I click the button beside that? Or okay.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a big mess.
All right, yeah. As you go to do it, it comes down right on him, and a hand grabs your hand, Clarence. And Alistair's eyes are staring at yours. And he like starts squeezing your hand as hard as he can, and the gun sort of falls out of your hand. And Eddie, you're still facing the other way, so you don't even see. Your ears are covered. You don't even see what's happening.
My eyes are closed. Yeah.
Yeah, you closed your eyes. You looked away. He is holding your hand, Clarence. He's like, "You are going to be the next one, Clarence. You failed me. You failed everyone." And he begins to squeeze your hand like as hard as he can to the point where it begins to hurt. You have no strength. You can't get out of this. Yeah. And he like takes his hand and starts like pulling to try and get the ring off of you. Strangely enough, as he tries, it begins to move. What do you do?
Well, let's see. I can't really fight back.
Nope.
So yeah, I'd be like, "Yeah, I can take your place as soon as you're out of the way, old man." Eddie!
Yeah. Hey, will you roll for me I guess this would be some sort of. I think this would be either a contact roll, contact heart, or maybe lead heart, some sort of heart roll. You're trying to shout at him to turn around.
I don't have one of them I can try. Bloop.
Nope. Eddie, you can roll to see if you hear anything. Same thing, contact, or any heart roll.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything. You start screaming. Eddie is like freaked out by what's going on. He probably thinks you're murdering him, and you're screaming like he doesn't know what's going on. He's pulling for your ring, and it's starting to come off your finger, but he's also like kind of pulling at your finger too, where it's beginning to hurt. And he is holding and clamping your hand, like just staring at you. He's like, "I was wrong about you. You're a coward, Eddie, or Clarence, whoever you are. You're a coward."
You get a little brain damage there, old man.
I was hit in the head. God damn it!
I guess I'll try to use my calculate or something to try to position myself in any kind of way that makes it harder. Like I don't know what to do
Sure,
really, like
sure.
bend my finger or something. But
Okay.
like none of this is real anyway. So why do you want this ring back so bad?
He doesn't even like acknowledge you. He just starts pulling at it. So yeah, give me a roll.
Okay.
Nope. He it's
Look.
almost off your finger. He almost has it. Yeah. You buy some time, but he's still trying to pull it off. Your hand is caught in his hand. He is too strong for you. He's going to get it soon if you can't figure out a way to stop him.
I was gonna say I tried to like get some judo action, like the angle that he is, and try to throw him to the ground. But
I mean, he's literally laying on the ground, holding you from below you.
Well, I will reach over with my other hand, grab the button, and push it. See what happens.
Sure. Okay. You reach over, grab the button. Eddie, as you are holding your ears and your eyes are closed, what you don't realize is that as Clarence presses the button, the white space that you're in vanishes, like crumbles away. And the originals are still running at you guys. And they stop as they see Clarence over an old man, and they're like fighting, and they look at them, and you hear Clarence out of the corner of your eye over there. You hear Needles go, "What the hell?"
Wait, I hear that?
Yeah, like you will never not hear his thing. Like Clarence and Eddie, you both hear like his shrill voice.
Right. I'm like, I open my eyes and look around.
Yeah, and you see you're back on your street. There are like cars parked around, and the originals are literally just like right there, right where they were just chasing you. And they still apparently were, but like I guess something had happened? ? And whatever that thing was that Alistair had put the three of you someplace totally different for the time being.
Oh my god! I think we were just what's happening? Wait, do I see Clarence?
Yeah, you see Clarence, and he's like fighting with Alistair, and the originals like see something going on, but then they like start moving closer, and they're about to get involved. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I run to go help Clarence.
Yeah. Give me a force body roll. See if you can pull him away from Alistair.
Can I reroll that?
You can reroll.
I will. There we go.
Yeah, you pull Clarence off of Alistair and away, like out of his grip. You sort of force Alistair, because you're much stronger than he is. You sort of force his hand off of Clarence, and the ring sort of slides back on you, Clarence, and like fixes in position. And Alistair turns to the original. He's like, "Boys, these hoodlums, they assaulted a poor old man. Please help me." And the originals are like, "Oh, we'll help you." And they start looking at the two of you like they're gonna come after you guys.
Clarence the gun. Clarence the gun. The gun. Clarence
We
the gun.
We cut back to Fern and Sam, who are face to face with Johnny, who has literally just killed Allison. Julia is dead on the ground next to him. He has her gun, and he shot Alistair in the leg, and he's holding a gun on the two of you. Saying, I should have known I knew you from somewhere. You're the reason why I'm here, you bitches. And he like points the gun at you, Sam.
We came back for you.
Yeah.
We've been looking for you all this time.
We know where there's an exit to this world.
We're going to get out.
You liars.
Together.
You liars.
Wow, we're your only hope, my friend.
Yeah, because I got the gun. And you're going to do whatever the hell I say now.
I mean,
don't know if that's
he has a
true.
point. He has a point. So what do you need? What do you want us to do?
First thing I want you to do, I want you to take this son of a bitch. And he points to Alistair. He's like, take his gun and kick it over to me.
Why do you need two guns, though?
That's a good point.
Because then I'll have all the guns, you idiots.
All right. I'm gonna get it. Okay, Alistair.
Do
I'm just gonna
not,
take your
do
gun.
not point that at me, Fern. I swear to God, I will kill you. And he like points to his leg. He's like, I remember last time. I know it was you. And he like is like he has the like shot on you. You can take a chance to try to get him if you want, but like he'll fire if you try to do anything crazy.
Yeah, no, you got it. Okay. And she just
Yeah.
there.
He bends over to grab the gun that you kicked over to him. And then he stands back up and he has both guns and he puts one in his back pocket and he points the other at you too. And he's like, let's go into town. We're going to go home. And he like points the gun at you too. And Alistair's just like on the ground screaming. Do you follow him? Do you go with him?
I'm gonna try to help Alistair and put some gauze on his wounds.
No, we're leaving now. Leave him.
But he has to help us get home through the portal.
Yeah.
If we don't bring him, the portal won't work.
Don't think I believe that for a minute. He wasn't here with you last time. It was those two other assholes. Oh God.
We didn't even see you when you had the portal. We didn't even see what happened. This guy is our only hope of escaping.
We're going now. We're going to go find Frank. We're going to go find the others, and we're getting the hell out of here.
Why don't you go find Frank and the others? We'll help Alistair, and we'll meet you at the
He
portal.
fires once into the sky, and he's like, no, we're going now.
Okay, fine. We'll meet you at Clarence's house. That's where the portal was.
No, we're going now.
We need to bring him.
Go.
Why would you condemn him to the same fate that you had?
Go.
He literally like walks up on you, Sam, and grabs you by the hair and starts to drag you. You can fight him if you want. Yeah, all right. Give me a roll. Give me a roll to fight. Give me some sort of force roll.
Too bad that I can't actually do anything. I am quite mouthy though.
Yeah. Yeah, he starts to drag you, but you can roll. Maybe this is the time.
Fern sees this happening and will not let this stand. Fern will definitely attempt to get him away from Sam.
Sure.
Somehow.
Sure. Yeah, you attack him.
Just swat his arm.
Yeah, you go to swat at his arm. Oh my God, my rolls are insane today. Yeah, you go to swat his arm and you hit him and you knock the gun arm away, but he's still holding on to the gun. But he has Sam, although not in as tight of grip as he used to. And he like turns his attention to you, Fern. And he's like, I will not hesitate to kill you. I need both of you because I'm trying to be nice. And like,
well, you're not doing it in a very nice way.
Don't shoot me next time.
What did I never shot you.
He's like,
you've got the wrong person.
He's like, I'll never forget that goddamn face. And he literally like pulls back some of his robe bit that he's wearing, and on his leg it's like a messed up calf, or like it is his whole leg is pretty like shot through, but his calf is pretty tore up. Like it's hard for him to forget this little girl who shot him. He knows it's you.
You were being a fucking asshole and parading around because your dad's a councilman. Like, I give a fuck. You treated everyone like dog shit, and this is what you get. This is what you get.
Like, he looks at you and is like, no one deserves to be shot. And then he looks down at Alistair, except for this piece of shit. And then he
See, you're having a little trouble with your moral high ground right now. I mean, it's really not working for you. You did just shoot a dude, and you've been threatening to shoot us. And you're gonna kill that guy if you don't let us help him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He rips off a piece of fabric from his shirt and goes to stuff it in your mouth, Sam. But your mouth is so fast and so like your teeth are so like chattery like jaws that he like as he tries, you're like biting at his fingers and he can't get it in, and you're just kind of like still going and driving him literally insane. Like he was insane before, but you are echoing in his brain with your words, and it's making him even more and more mad. Yeah, he turns to Fern and he's like, If you don't get her to shut up, I swear to God, I will pop her right now. I will put her down, Fern. You have no idea.
See, in my philosophy class, we were learning about moral relativism, and it's like how different cultures have like different moralities, and it's like totally.
He's gonna kill us. He will kill us. Look at this man's face. He will kill us.
Okay,
we have to do what he says. We have to leave Alistair here.
I'll tell him about it later, but I don't think we should leave Alistair here.
I know, but we ain't got no choice. He's got guns.
Alistair's finally like, just go.
Alistair, listen, I'm real sorry, but he's making us do this, and we.
I'll find a way out. I'll find a way. Just go. And he's like just straight up bleeding on the ground. He's like, he got shot in the leg, but he's in bad shape. Like he's just bleeding on the ground. He's just go.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. Johnny, like grabs you, Sam, starts to pull you away. He's like, nobody fucks with the originals, and like pulls you guys away.
Wow.
We cut back to
oh boy.
We cut back to the original originals. We cut back to the original originals. All of them coming up on Eddie and Clarence, ready to throw down and fight for this old man who they don't know.
Clarence.
What did the two of you do?
Clarence, show him the gun. Clarence.
And I just like just open my hand and like hand you the gun. Like, this is the old man that's behind everything I was telling you about. This is the Alistair guy. Like, push the button.
Back off.
Anything happens.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. As you say that and you push the button, everything around you vanishes except for you and the boys and Alistair. You guys are the boys and Alistair, and it's literally everything vanishes. It's like just an empty street again. Very similar to what Alistair had done to you guys. And they all look around like, what the hell, Bergman? And then Robbie's like, how many guns do you guys have?
Like, look, all right, look, you see what I can do here? I'm not your enemy. I'll let you out, but we gotta get this old man, all right? We gotta get him. He's bad news. He probably knows where Johnny is. We can use him to get him back.
I've got you in my sights, all of you.
Out there in the empty street.
Yeah, Needles is just like, okay, Jesus. I mean, come on. We're the originals. We don't mess with anyone like that. Come on. And they sort of like back away. And they're like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, don't worry, guys. We don't want to help this old man anyway. We're just, it's all right. We don't want to get shot none. We saw you will shoot other people. We don't want to get shot none. Robbie's like, man, I have a younger sister. I don't even have time for this shit. And they like, the group of them sort of back away and they hit something. And the area they're in, whatever they hit sort of like reflects. It's almost like the holodeck in Star Trek, where there definitely is an edge, but it just makes it seem like there isn't. They definitely bounced into the edge of something. And because this is 90 whatever, and Star Trek Next Generation was 89, you know this shit. So you recognize this tech as like, oh my God. And so, yeah, you are 100% in some sort of hologram thing. So Alistair was kind of telling the truth. Where you were at the moment was not real.
Yeah. Like Eddie, put the gun down, Eddie. You guys want out of here. Keep this old man off of us, okay?
Yeah, they're like, sure, Clarence, whatever you say. And Robbie just runs over. He's like, I don't even give a shit, man. I'm done. He like pulls off his original shirt. He's like, I don't even give a shit. And he's just like shirtless in the street. He's like, I don't want to be knowing these guys. I don't want to be knowing you. I'm done.
Yeah,
he puts his foot on Alistair, and Donnie's like, yeah, no, I'm with him. And he like stands over there and he like takes his shirt off too. And he's like, I just want to be on the football team and have fun. And I was in this for all the alcohol. I don't really like these guys anyway. And they're just all like standing around together. And Needles is like, what about Johnny, guys? And Robbie's like, that guy's an asshole, man. That guy's an asshole. And they're all just like freaked out because they have a gun on them and they're in a world that isn't their own world. They're like losing their mind and they're like done with this shit.
All right. Yeah. And I'll push the button. Thanks,
guys.
And
all of a sudden the world's like back to normal and there's cars in the street and a car is driving by and there's like a family inside and the whole family turns to look at you guys who just appeared in the street and a little kid in the back seat's like, And they sort of drive by and almost like sideswipe into a parked car and then like turn away to avoid it and keep going. And yeah, all the originals are sort of like, we're done. This is it. We're done.
Eddie, where are the balls?
Listen. I've come to question. The other originals still standing there?
Yeah, they're all there.
Say, look, I've come to question whether or not a lot of things are real today. But it looks like maybe your friendship wasn't as real as you thought.
Needles like falls to the ground in a like just like defeated, just totally defeated, and they all the other originals look at him. And he's just like Needles starts crying, and he's just like crying to himself on the ground. And yeah, what do the two of you do?
What were the balls at last time?
The balls were. You guys were grabbing them with you tried to reach for them doing crazy stuff, but you got them as the originals were coming up on you. So I believe one of you has each one, I think, something like that.
Oh.
Or is it pockets? I don't remember what the case was. But you have
them. Okay. So yeah,
that's all Clarence needs. Clarence just I gotta use these balls to get them back.
Yeah, is that your plan? You're gonna try to
balls, let's get out of here. We can get them back.
Did you? Okay, whatever, man. Sure. Let's do it.
The two of you start booking it down the street. I assume headed towards the hideout.
Before
his life.
Before I leave, I walk up. I have the gun trained on him. I walk up and I just sort of like pat Needles on the back, and then I go and we run the other way.
Needles like looks up at you and sort of like in his eyes a little bit of hope that maybe it'll be okay.
It's gonna be okay, man.
The two of you sort of like run down the street into the sunset, and as you do, Alistair, like you see a hand sort of like put itself on one of their shoes, and that's where we end for today.
God,
a lot has happened, but the end game is within sight. Will our heroes reunite? Is there something bigger going on here? What is happening? Who are the Secret Seven? What is going on? What is Clarence's role? Who is evil first?
Secret 5 now.
What is happening? Things are going on, but we will find out all about that next time. Let's go around this room and see what everyone's up to this week. We'll start with you, Ken. What's going on, dude?
Main. Well, I had a blast playing today. Thank you guys for joining us. I've been still super sick. I was sick last week, still sick today. Sucks. But we've been playing Dark Souls 3 on the channel here lately, going back and replaying that, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's a good-ass game.
Yeah, it reminds me of how much I don't like Dark Souls 2.
Okay, what build are you doing?
It's just a typical strength build, so I can just beat the game.
Cool.
But I did have a revelation today. I was always been one of those people that just eat like 5 chips at a time, and I ate like 1 chip. And I was like, wow, it's the same amount of flavor as eating all those chips. I can make these last so much longer. This is why I'm fat. Anyway, check me out, CinnamonToastKen. Thank you.
This stream is also educational.
Yeah, very educational.
I'm learning so much.
You should be a chip mentor.
Yeah.
Just eat one.
Yeah.
And put the good side on your tongue.
That's the real chip trap. Is doing 5 at once instead of 1. That's the real chip trap.
The way they get you.
Yeah, the way they get you every time. That once you pop, you just can't stop. I get it. Elspeth, what's going on with you?
Hey, so this week I am going to be playing a lot more Apex because I'm training for next week, which is Twitch Rivals, baby. I'm going to be on a team for Apex Legends, and I'm really excited. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing all weekend. That and cooking more delicious things for myself because I've been eating fast food way too much. And that's this chapter 13 of Elspeth's Epic Cooking Adventures. Made that pot roast and it was real good.
Ooh,
real good.
What's chapter 13? What's your lucky number 13 food choice?
Caesar salad probably. Like a really solid homemade Caesar salad.
Right.
Caesar
I get it.
so good.
I get it.
With homemade croutons.
Did you
Maine? Yeah.
I'm coming to your house.
Did you know
did you know that the flavor of Caesar dressing is actually anchovies? I didn't know that.
Yes, that's exactly
So
what it is. That's why it tastes
There's
like it
actually no dairy in an original Caesar dressing.
I actually didn't know that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can add Parmesan,
but that's what made me like anchovies, because I had anchovies on a pizza and I was like, damn, this is just Caesar salad, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
I
good.
love anchovies. So good.
Yeah, they're great.
Right? They're great. Here's what I will say. If you want to get like real freaked out, I don't know that you can get it here in the States. Go overseas somewhere, maybe the Netherlands, maybe, I don't know. Go overseas, get a tuna pizza.
I've had tuna pizza. I've had
You'll
tuna
be like,
pizza.
this sounds
so
terrible.
good.
It's delicious. It's so good. Yeah, it's bizarre that it's just like a pizza with tuna on it. And you're like, well, this sounds like shit. Nope, it's amazing. It's really good.
Chicken. It's really good.
It's bizarre how good it is. All right, Octo, what's going on with you? Are you cooking anything great this week?
No, no, I'm not. But what I am doing is I'm probably gonna finish up Fallout New Vegas today because that game's real good. And then I'm also gonna play. There's a little game from a software company. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before. From Software. They made some games, but they got a game. They got a game coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing that one. But yeah, that's it's a Seki something. I don't know. Whatever that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway,
I think you and a lot of people. That's for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Morgan, what's going on with you? Or what are you cooking this week?
Probably nothing because I never feel like going to the grocery store. But maybe I'll go today because I plan to leave work early.
Inspired.
I'm going to GDC this week, and then next week I'm going to PAX, and we'll be playing Acquisitions Incorporated.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone, go watch. Go watch that if you're going to PAX.
Shit. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's it. Cut away. Back to the main group.
All right. Well, I'll be real. I'm inspired. I'm gonna go home and make the most killer. I'm a very good baked potato maker. I make really good. I'm going home. I'm gonna make the best damn baked potato ever. Oh my god. First you wash it, obviously. Then you gotta like oil that sucker up. Then you like a little salt on there, and then you put it in the oven on tin foil. You bake that son of a bitch for about 4 hours. 4 hours. It comes out and it's like hot and perfect. And then if you can ruin it with like certain toppings, but you got to be like really nice to that bad boy. It's like oh my god, I'll just blow your goddamn mind. I love baked potatoes. Anyway, I'm gonna get baked later, and then I too will be playing Sekiro, and against my own better judgment because I suck at those games. Oh, that's my head.
We're in the weeds. We're lost in the weeds.
He's so messed up right now. He's like, oh man, Jesse's gonna play that game. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. God bless everyone who has that emote in chat. You're the best. But that's it. Yeah, I'm really excited to play a game that I'll be terrible at, and I can't wait for everyone to enjoy. But that's it for us. We'll be doing a post show for the patrons in a minute. But thank you all for watching. We will see y'all next time. Be good. Don't do anything crazy. Like, I don't know, beat up an old man and think the world is not real. And that's all I'll say. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.